Welcome to Am I the A-Hole, where OP's younger sister is planning to name her baby after the deceased son of their older sister, who has been mourning since the death of her son. OP's younger sister said she wanted to honor their nephew by giving his name to her son. But the reality is that she wants to hurt her older sister because her older sister is married to her ex-boyfriend. OP reveals her younger sister's plan to her older sister, and this results in a massive fight between the two sisters. It is full family drama. Let's dive into the story. I, a 29-year-old female, have two sisters, Emma, 31, and Ava, 28. I have been married for 5 years, but despite continuous efforts, we have not been able to have children. My older sister got married 2 years ago and had a son 4 months ago, whom she named Austin. Unfortunately, her son passed away 2 months ago. She was overjoyed when he was born. Since his passing, my older sister has been devastated. My younger sister, Ava, got married 1 year ago and is pregnant with her first child. Recently, she found out that she is expecting a boy, and she is very happy. Another important detail for context is that my younger sister wanted to marry Henry, 31, who is now the husband of my older sister. When she proposed to him, he rejected her and told her that he was already in a relationship with our older sister. We didn't know about it because they had not announced their relationship. Last week, I was at my little sister's house, and we were discussing her plans for her pregnancy and the baby. She mentioned that she intends to name her son after our older sister's deceased son and keep it a surprise. When I asked her why she was doing this, she explained that it was a way to honor our older sister's son and strengthen the bond between the two sisters. I found it to be a strange idea, and I told my little sister that I didn't think it was a good idea because our older sister might not find it honoring her son. Instead, it could make our older sister more devastated and hurt her. But my little sister was not ready to change her plan. Though my little sister claimed that it was meant to honor our nephew, I doubted her intentions. I realized she was not doing this to honor our nephew. Instead, she wanted to see our older sister devastated because she had been rejected by the man who was my older sister's husband. I knew my older sister would be even more depressed than she already is if our little sister named her son after her deceased son. So, I went against my little sister and told my older sister. As I expected, she was pissed. She said it was incredibly disgusting and selfish to do that, knowing how fresh it is for her, and that she does not want to see a baby with her son's name in the family, which I agreed with. She was very grateful that I told her before he was born, because she said she doesn't know how badly that would have triggered her. The next day, my older sister confronted my younger sister and asked her why she wanted to put salt on her wounds. When my younger sister tried to explain that she wanted to honor our nephew, my older sister told her clearly that she was not honoring her son. Instead, she was trying to hurt her. My younger sister started weeping and said that she had no such intentions. But my older sister said if she didn't change her mind, she would cut all ties with her, and then left. At that time, my younger sister was not sure who had told my older sister about all this, but my niece, my brother's daughter, told her that it was me. So, when she learned about this, she confronted me and said I was jealous of her because I was barren and didn't want to see her happy. I told her clearly that I was not jealous of her, even though I didn't have any children. I just didn't want my older sister to be devastated and depressed anymore. I didn't want to fight with her, so I left. However, after 2 days, my little sister appeared at my home without informing me in advance and started weeping in front of me. She was very emotional and said that I was the reason our older sister was not speaking to her. I was angry with her because she had called me barren, but I got emotional and forgot all that she had said to me 2 days ago. I asked her if she would not name her son after the deceased son of our sister. I would try to reconcile between them, but she told me that she would name her son after our nephew, at any cost. I was surprised by it. I told her that on one hand she wanted to hurt our sister, and on the other, she wanted to be on good terms with her. I told her she was a horrible person for still going through with this, knowing how much it hurts our older sister. She said I was the seed for all this messed up situation, and she started to confront me again, saying I'm being an a-hole for telling our older sister since it was supposed to be a surprise at birth, and that seeing her nephew with her son's name would make her realize it's a good thing. I am just confused and unable to understand what my little sister wants, and I don't know how to handle her. Am I an a-hole for making my sisters fight? What should I do? OP is not an H. Instead, her little sister is a bit of an AH with a confused personality. I would rate her a 3 on the AH scale of 5. I am not giving her a 5 because I don't know her real intentions due to her two opposite behaviors. Additionally, OP is an impressive personality because she wants to reconcile between her sisters despite her little sister calling her barren. Let's now move on to another Am I the AH, where a couple unintentionally spoils the surprise proposal of a couple by congratulating them before the proposal. This happened back on July 4th, but people are still sore about it. My girlfriend's cousin, let's call her Miranda, invited us to her place for a BBQ. A few days prior, Miranda posted a picture on Instagram of her and her boyfriend George. It was a photo of him on one knee proposing to her. The caption read something like, "I said yes. Can't wait to marry my love." She has a lot of followers and many people liked it and commented with congratulations. My girlfriend and I both liked it and commented as well. A few days later, the BBQ took place with George and most of the family already present. After settling in, we congratulated them, which led to an awkward silence. Miranda, George, and their parents appeared horrified. Miranda's parents exclaimed, "You told them?" as Miranda shook her head. The surrounding guests expressed surprise, asking, "You guys are getting married?" and offering congratulations. It became evident that the rest of their family was unaware of the engagement. The situation was uncomfortable, and Miranda and George seemed uneasy. Later, Miranda's mom angrily pulled us aside, revealing that the engagement was meant to be a surprise. George had planned to propose again at the BBQ, this time in front of the family. We explained that the engagement had already been announced online, but Miranda's mom informed us that most of the family members were not active on social media. The initial announcement was intended for friends and the internet. Later, George ended up proposing again anyway, but it felt so awkward. It seemed like it was supposed to be a big moment. The fact that everyone already knew kind of ruined it. We felt so bad. No one really talked to us for the rest of the party. Miranda and George wouldn't even look at us. When we left, we talked about how we shouldn't have said anything. Then again, we thought that it would have been weird if we congratulated them online and not acknowledged it when we saw them in person. We've been talking about whether we should have said anything. My girlfriend said no one from that side of the family has spoken to her since. We didn't do anything on purpose, but we are confused why girlfriend's cousin and her family is angry with us. AITA, or in this case, are we? OP is not an AH in any way. OP and his girlfriend didn't know that the BBQ party was meant for a surprise proposal. It is their cousin's fault. She should have told them in advance that she and her boyfriend had arranged a surprise proposal for the family. What do the Mac Reddit fans think? Is the OP an AH or not? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to Mac Reddit for a daily dose. Bye bye. See you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.